A visionary is someone who speaks about a future with the intention of living in it. Someone who speaks like this: I will build a motor car for the great multitude. It will be constructed of the best materials by the best men and women to be hired, after the simplest designs that modern engineering can devise. Any person making a good salary will be able to afford one and enjoy with his family the blessings of hours of pleasure in God's great open spaces. That visionary was Henry Ford. For my 18th birthday, I was given a gift from my uncle. It was a book called Prosperity Secrets of the Ages. And while it had some great metaphors and insights regarding success, the true gift was a note written on the inside cover of the book, and it would have a profound impact on me and change my life forever. And it read, Dear Sasha, our minds are like fertile soil, and our thoughts are the seeds we plant. An oak tree or a weed, either will grow just as easily. Be careful what you cultivate there. And when I read that, it was like a revelation, a profound insight, a paradigm shift. And what I understood in that moment was I had just acquired the most prolific God-given gift we own as human beings. And that gift is vision. Vision, the ability to see the future and become the future. Knowing that you and I have the complete ownership of power and authority over our lives, our families, and our brands. An oak tree or a weed, either will grow just as easily. Be careful what you cultivate there. And what that means is the external reality we live in is the reality that we have the power and the opportunity to start and to change inside of us. We just have to see it and proclaim it. And I think what we tend to do in life is run one day to the next, this kind of que sera, sera mentality. Whatever will be, will be. And today on the podcast, I want to help demystify the power of vision, what it means to visioneer, to dream of a future that enables us to live the one life we have on this earth to our fullest potential by living for the benefit of others. And if our purpose in life is to be valuable, then true life, abundant life, needs a vision that is greater than ourselves. My name is Sasha Avanessian, and this is Entrepreneur Insight. Vision, to see who you want to be and be who you want to see. Being a visionary, imagining a part of the future that you want to own, is not just reserved for the Steve Jobs, the Elon Musks, or the Jim Glidewells of the world, but for you and for me. The only difference is that they understand this truth, are radically intentional about who they want to be and who they want to see, and what they want to be known for. The difference is that they set the disciplines and habits in place that align them with that vision. And that vision is actually less about the clouds and more about the dirt. That all it really is a practical target, a clear focus with an unwavering intention to execute against. And understanding the power of vision is of first importance because it is the shaping force of our futures, our brands, our culture, and the strategy behind everything we do. Your brand vision is more than a statement. It's an awakening, a viewpoint, a target, and a catalyst that inspires change, forward motion, execution, and identity growth. It keeps us and those around us who are with us inspired, engaged, energized, and focused, not on ourselves like most selfishly are, but on our customer, their well-being, their experience, for their benefit. And so I want to intentionally lay the groundwork and foundation of vision because it will be the point of the arrow, the inspiration and aspiration of not just reimagining your future, but aligning your future with your customer's future. Now, to demystify brand vision is to understand what it is and what it isn't. And believe it or not, there is a lot of confusion around the difference between your mission and your vision. And the difference between vision and mission is vision is the future, where mission is the now. While mission is the everyday, vision is the someday. While your mission is your commitment, what you are committed to, your vision is your ambition, what you aspire to. Brand vision answers the question, where does my brand aspire to go, and what does it aspire to be? What impact does it aspire to have? Here's the biggest trap brands fall into. They make the vision about themselves. My vision is, our vision is. A meaningful brand vision keeps the customer at the center, the solution to their fears, the deficit of their wants. A brand vision is not about product quality and market share. It is about meaningfulness, deploying the human attributes that your customers are attracted to, that inspire them to adopt those attributes as you model them, to have more confidence in themselves as a result, and to pay forward with their own customers. Your brand vision is not just a projection of who you will be into the future, but also who your customer will be in the future as a reward for giving you their loyalty. And in our last episode, we talked about Maslow and how towards the end of his life, he actually added another level to the highest point of the pyramid, even more than self-actualization, and he called it transcendence. And what Maslow said about transcendence is that one finds their fullest realization by giving oneself to something that is beyond oneself. And what he is talking about is meaning. To find meaning for ourselves by being meaningful to someone else. A true brand vision is one of transcendence, where we create a part of the future we want to own for the benefit and welfare of our customers. And what you'll find if you look up brand vision on the internet are statements. Statements that are self-centered, self-absorbed, for the purpose of self-benefit. And my objective today is to shift your perspective from what we've all kind of learned in business school, that brand vision has become synonymous with our organizational vision, where it's about us, our company, our growth, our benefit. Now, there is room for that. The organization needs a vision and guidance internally. But what we're talking about today is brand vision. And I want to make the clear distinction that brand vision and organizational vision are two totally different things. Your brand vision revolves and evolves around and with the customer. And by revolving, we're talking about keeping the customer at the center. And by evolving, we're talking about moving with the customer as their value targets shift. What is the change and the progress you want to make in your customer? We are not asking the same questions we would ask if we were creating an organizational vision statement. You definitely need to do that as well with your leadership and plot your strategic plan. But again, what we're talking about here is customer framing, about zooming in on an ambition that has to do with the change and the progress you want to create in your customer. It becomes the brand's inspiration that motivates, gives energy to, and attracts. And it's an aspiration that gives you a different focal point from your competitors, which moves the focus away from our selfish ambition and applies it to our customer, because that's why your brand exists, to serve your customer. And when we trust the fact that what is great for our customers will be good enough for us and not the other way around, where most companies do what's great for them and make sure it's good enough for the customer. When we reverse that, everything else, the profits, the revenue, all this stuff you're dreaming about comes as a consequence of the intentional value that you create. And so for me, when I start to develop a brand vision, I always start introspectively. Why? Because I am looking for people who believe the same things that I do, who have similar needs, wants, fears, desires, and are attracted to the same attributes that I am. If I'm creating value for everybody, then I'm creating value for nobody. And the thing about building a brand is knowing that not everyone is going to be my customer. And so I'm going to go to the edges and start to reverse engineer myself. What value do I want from the brands that are in my life? Those brands that play an disproportionate level of influence in my life. Essentially, I am my own customer profile. And so as you start to craft your brand vision, start with one person. Deconstruct your ideal customer, which is you. You are mining out the human attributes that you yourself are attracted to so that you can identify them, define them, and reverse engineer them as your own brandable assets to deploy. Then devise an execution that communicates that to your customer. The brands that own customer loyalty are the brands that treat human attributes as products. They select the brand associations or attributes they want to exhibit. Remember, your brand vision is who you want to be and what you want to be known for. And so I ask you, what attributes do you want to be and want to be known for? Are you attracted to generous people? Choose to be generous. Are you attracted to gratitude? Choose to be grateful. Imagine for a moment your brand vision is boldly presented on your wall, clear for all of your employees to see, your leaders, your technicians. And it reads, at Vitality Dental Lab, our vision is to add vitality and positivity to every doctor we serve, both in practice and in life. And one Tuesday a month, you hold a devotion around what that means. You pull out the attributes you want to productize this month for deployment. As the visionary, you've chosen generosity and gratitude. Like products, your attributes need substance, packaging, and distribution. And then you devise the behavioral innovation to execute on that promise. The essence of your vision is the human attribute you want to own, manifest, and locate in the life of your customer. Remember, your vision is aspirational in nature. It's something you have the power to create. Your brand vision should inspire you and get you and your customers out of bed every morning to bring your creativity, your energy, your transcendence to your work. Do not be deceived in thinking that a vision must be big or it's too small. There is no such thing. A vision cannot be big, only clear. A vision cannot be sized. It can only be seized. Remember, your vision is who you want to be and what you want to be known for. That's it. Until next time, thanks so much for listening.